So, second night out of the way. Better performance, to be honest. Quite a few people turned up on the door, so it was nice and lively. There was also some really good old friends there. Some long-standing people who've been involved with M27 for quite some time. Is it odd that I'm really starting to think about what happens next, what goes on after the show? And I don't mean the after show party. I mean I'm really turning my thoughts to, okay, what now? I think it's more likely that for me, that's going to involve a return to doing some YouTube stuff for a while, whilst some sort of other show is constructed to replace this one. I mean, one thing that certainly is I want to avoid at all costs is actually getting people involved before there is actually a show ready. By which I mean, the script. So that I think is something that we've made a mistake with on this show and the last show, and it's not really fair on the actors, I don't think, to keep showing them an unprepared script. I think there's bound to be stuff that the first time any script is, no matter how well revised or edited, is there's bound to be stuff that you pick up from actually the first time you perform it to an audience. That's understandable, but I do think that maybe one of the things that we've done here is have to put in, that's mine, not yours, is have to make lots of changes along the way that perhaps could have avoided if we'd have done things a bit differently. The real other crazy thing that happened yesterday was at one point I'd run myself a bath because I was aching a bit after opening night, and was lazing here on the computer doing some stuff, and the next thing I heard, there was this splash, and Midnight had jumped into the bath. I don't think intentionally, but had gone to jump into the bath as he's used to jumping in there and wandering around inside the bath, but wasn't expecting there to be water in it. So after extricating him from underneath the bed, and then drying him off and telling him how stupid he was, with his sister Twilight helping him sort himself out, and then went and sat back down again and got on with some other things. And about an hour later, there was another splish, and this time Twilight had actually fallen into the water, so I dried her off as well. I've got a picture of Twilight. I didn't manage to get one of Midnight. It's a shame that I didn't get it on film, but I thought it would be really. I am honestly beyond actually chucking my cats in the bath just to get a piece of funny footage. I wouldn't do that to them. That's cruel. Anyway, tonight, the penultimate night. Audience looks a bit light for tonight, but hopefully we'll have much more people turn up on the door. It's a bit of a chance for word of mouth from the last two performances to work, and for people to have seen things in the paper. So I'm just going to get myself ready now and be off for another night at the theatre and another night of entertaining people or confusing them, whichever it is. I'm sure it's the first one. I'm sure it's the entertaining thing, because everyone, the people that we've spoken to, have all said that they really enjoy the show, that they find it funny, that they get what it's about, that it makes sense. That particularly is something that we were worried about, bearing in mind the last show was quite confusing. So yeah, really good to hear what people have got to say about it, and look forward to showing it to more people tonight.